I just built the best film holder on the planet, and now you can too. The Essential Film Holder is the most value-packed film holder on the market. I've scanned hundreds of rolls on my EFH, and I love it so much, I bought another one, just in case. Anyway, let's build this thing. Okay, so here's the box. And yeah, this ain't some super fancy schmancy unboxing like a Leica. But do you really want to spend an arm and a leg on some over-engineered pretentious photo machine? Yeah, me too, but that's not essential. Anyway, this is the self-assembly kit. It's the cheapest option you can order directly from clifforth.co.uk/LoPresti. As the name implies, you have to assemble this thing yourself, and it's pretty easy. In bag number 1, you got these floppy thingies, 4 black rectangles, and a white rectangle. And of course you get the instructions, but come on, I ain't no dummy. The black rectangles are the masks. The self-assembly kit comes with the upper and lower level for both 35mm and 120 film. Pictured here is the 6x9 mask, but don't worry if you don't shoot 6x9.
Neither do I.
Yet. Because instead of 6x9, you can also get 6x4, 6x6, 6x7, and even 6x12. The white rectangle is the diffusion layer, which evens out whatever light source you put this thing on top of so that your scans don't end up looking like this. Here's what it looks like with the diffusion layer. Finally, the floppy things. These are the guide layers. They go between the black rectangles to guide your film through so this doesn't happen. Now for bag number 2. It's just all the nuts and bolts that hold this thing together. Now, don't get overwhelmed. I know this looks like a big hassle, but don't worry. Andrew Clifford, the big boss man over at Essential HQ, knows that big important film photographers like you and me are too busy wasting all our money on portrait to futz around with erector sets.
Erect.
So he made this idiot-proof, and all the parts are made from precision laser-cut, high-quality engineering plastics. The Essential Film Holder isn't some flimsy 3D printed piece of trash, like my trash can banger film capsules. Buy one now at madebylopro.com. Anyway, first thing you gotta do is peel off the protective film. Now it's assembly time. These 4 bolts are the legs that hold the whole thing together. So first, slide one of these bushing cylinder thingies on each bolt. Beautiful. Now the bottom layer of the film holder is the white diffusion rectangle. So go ahead and hold that really awkwardly so your camera can get a good shot of you sliding in each bolt. And your Essential Film Holder assembly video will go viral because you filmed it so well. And Grainy Days will finally reply to your DMs, and you, Jason, Caleb, and King Japes will all hang out at the Beers and Cameras meetup in Austin, Texas on Saturday, March 22nd at St. Elmo's Brewery. And you'll all be best friends, and they'll compliment you on your new Leica Flex SL2, and Jason will beg you to borrow his Hasselblad X-Pan and his Leica M6 indefinitely. And before you know it, Squarespace calls and says, hey, we heard you're hanging out with all the cool film guys and we want to give you a ton of money. And you can finally afford to move out of your mom's house because now you're a real man. A provider that can offer Sarah and Walker and Harley the financial stability they deserve just by following your passion of analog photography and making creatively fulfilling, entertaining videos about how to assemble really niche film photography related products.
Like the Essential Film Holder.
After the diffusion layer, go ahead and slide on another set of them spacer thingies. Then to clamp it all together, you gotta grab these nuts! Got 'em! Now screw it all together, and you got a base! Based! Next, grab the bottom layer of the 120 mask, line up the holes with the pegs, and just slip it on. Then, grab your floppy bits and do the same thing. Finally, grab the other 120 plate and make sure you line up the notched side with the connected floppy bit. You should be able to see this little white strip in the notch. With your little 120 sandwich fully assembled, just like before, you're gonna go ahead and clamp it all together by grabbing these nuts! Got 'em! And there you go. We got a functioning 120 film holder. If you're some fancy pants, medium format only shooter that thinks 35mm is for plebs, then you can stop here and start scanning, but I mean, then I get less YouTube money, so come on. Anyway, grab all your 35mm plates and, just like before, make sure you can see that little white strip in the feeder notch of the top plate. Then just line up the holes and press the whole 35mm sandwich down on them bolts. Finally, to hold the whole thing together, grab these nuts and spin them clockwise until they're just finger tight. And congratulations, you have now built the best film holder on the planet. But there's a problem. The feet of this thing are smooth, so smooth that the slightest bump of this thing can get really annoying when you're tightly framing up each shot on your camera. But don't worry, that's why this kit comes with these little rubber footsies. Just peel them, stick them, and now you really gotta knock this thing to throw it out of frame. Okay, we're done. I told you it was idiot-proof, but how do you use this thing? Well, go ahead and check out this video if you want a full in-depth camera scanning tutorial using the Essential Film Holder. It covers my whole process of capturing and converting my scans in Lightroom with Negative Lab Pro. Anyway, Anyway, here's a crash course. You need something to hold your camera and a light to put under your film holder. You can get as fancy as you want with really expensive lights and copy stands, or you can just use your tripod and your phone. Now grab your film and snip your tip at an angle like this so it's easier to stick it in and feed it through the backside. Then pull it through until you've framed up the first shot. Now focus your camera and fire the shutter. Now just keep on pulling your film through to the next frame and firing your shutter until you're done. It usually takes me about 2 minutes to get through a whole 36 exposure roll. Here's some recent scans I've captured with my EFH. Literally every single analog photo I've ever shown on this channel was scanned using the Essential Film Holder. But what about switching masks? Well, it's pretty simple. If you leave your most common 120 format on the bottom layer, all you gotta do is unscrew the wing nuts, take off the 35mm layers, and you're ready to go. The Essential Film Holder has masks for a dozen different formats. He's got masks for half-frame 35mm, mounted slides, and if you wanna get really obnoxiously obvious that you shoot film, he's got sprocket hole masks for 35mm, and film border masks for 120. So if you're just starting to look into camera scanning, and you're going down that endless rabbit hole trying to figure out the best film holder, I really think this is a no-brainer. It does everything you need from a film holder. It keeps your film flat, it never scratches your film, and with all the different masks, it's super versatile. You can scan 35mm and 120 film, all for just $83, including shipping. And that's very competitively priced compared to some other offerings. So go check it out. Click the link in the description below, scan this QR code, or go to clifford.co.uk/LoPresti. That's a big L and a big P. The Essential Film Holder is more than just some niche film photography product. It's also what brought us together today. And since you're still here, I'm willing to bet you're a pretty cool dude. Or dudette, but
I've seen the numbers.
anyway, before you get back to doom scrolling, please like, comment, subscribe, and ring all those bells. It's free, it only takes a second, and it really helps the channel. Thank you, Internet. I'm Nick. Join LoPresti Army. It's the best way to help the channel, and you get your name down here at the bottom of the screen. So if you want to be cool, just like Spencer here, go to madebylopro.com and give what you can today to help make analog fun again. If you're still here, say HODL Diamond Hands, HODL. It's Wolf of Wall Street stuff. To the moon, 100x. You know, you better get in on the ground floor of this channel because you're gonna 100x all your brain rot if you stick with me now, kid. I really appreciate you guys. I swear the C41 development video is coming soon. I just keep delaying it because it's turning into a long script. Right now it's like 11 and a half pages long. And you know, I mean, I'm also making videos about, I just got a frickin' Leica. So I mean, what am I supposed to do? Not play with that? Of course I'm gonna take a break on my C41 developing video because I got a frickin' Leica. What the Leica SL2. Alexander just told me that they only made 25,000 of these. That's these and the chrome ones. So the black ones are even rarer. I don't know if he's lying to me. I don't know where the serial number is. Let me know in the chat below if Alexander just is lying. Again, if you're still here, say HODL Diamond Hands. That's HODL and then Diamond Hands. You can just say HODL, HODL. We're gonna 100x this meme brain rot thing. Thank you so much, LoPresti Army. Goodbye. Peace out. I love you.